Previously on Tales of Arise, the party reached a so-called medical facility, where he found a lake of hollow Dahnans. Miguel ate the fruit of Helgen to prove the conspiracy exists, but his death and Kisara's grief caused Dohalim to go into a berserker state. After defeating Dohalim, the party learned Dohalim was only using his egalitarian ideals as a way to run from his past. Back in Viscint, Kelzalik and his goons took over Autelina Palace in order to return the land to its old Renan supremacist ways.
This place is awfully quiet for a siege palace.
Such a huge place is spooky without all those people here.
They're probably waiting to ambush us.
With so few Renans here, I guess this is what it's like when the Dahnans are expelled and the ruling minority are all that's left. My money's on them using Zeugles to even the odds.
I don't even see any Dahnan guardsmen.
The fact that they're not at their stations tells me they really have been driven out. We all swore an oath of loyalty to Lord Dohalim. My fellow guards wouldn't abandon their post lightly.
Speaking of which, where the heck is he?
How could this be happening?
Any idea where we should go in the main building?
Let's try the Lord's chamber.
Worth a shot.
What the? That Kelzalik, did he really manage to deploy these barriers inside the palace? Guess that means we're on the right track to finding him. Is there any way we can get rid of these? If memory serves, there is a release mechanism somewhere. My first guess would be inside his personal office.
Hey Law, you can bust that wall open, can't you?
Well, let's give it a try and find out!
You sure about that? From what I hear, that thing can stop even a cannonball.
On second thought, let's see if there's a release mechanism somewhere.
Kisara, do you have any idea just what Kelzalik might be planning at the palace?
It's hard to say. I've never seen him use any powerful arts, and I don't think he's particularly skilled with any weapons either. However, I have noticed him accompanied by something strange from time to time.
What kind of strange?
I don't know. I couldn't see anything with him, but I could sense something was there. Probably some sort of Zeugle.
An invisible Zeugle?
We'd better be careful in any case. I'd rather we not find out after it jumps us and tries to rip our throats out.
Oh, hell!
On my shield or my armor.
Orange gel? Okay. Anything else worth looking for here?
I think this is a key to the noble room of the castle.
A noble what?
The room at the northern end of this floor. Maybe the release mechanism is in there.
Peach gel? Oh, come on. I can always revisit this after the whole after this whole coup, right? Milk obtained. What?
Right.
These are the guard's personal quarters. If you need anything in here, feel free to take it. Is this where you sleep too? I got the impression that the guard was mostly made up of men. Oh, the quarters are divided between men and women. We're staying in the women's right now. Gotcha. I guess I better be careful not to disturb too much while I'm here, then, huh?
Right.
I wouldn't if you don't want to get on the wrong side of her mace. Pork. Topaz Guard. Noble room key open. You people aren't supposed to be here. Looks like there's nothing to find here. Guess that makes us a bust. Got any other ideas about places we could check? If it's not in this office, then I check the barracks or maybe even the meeting room.
Alright.
Got it. Let's comb through both of those places and see what we come up with.
There are enemy forces here, too?
They must be predicting our movements and deploying accordingly.
So we figured we were coming all along, is that it?
Saffron? Okay.
No, the more I think about it, this palace is way too big for its own good.
Tell me about it. Plus, where the hell were these soldiers and Zeugles all this time?
Normally, the Zeugles are kept in specialized training facilities and only get let out in cases of emergency.
Like this one, for instance? Give me a break.
Sounds like they've been playing this coup for a while now. $1,200 gold.
Thing.
Treasury key Earth. Okay, so we saw this note before. Commerce from Mahag Saar grows more inscrutable by the day. We send vast quantities of resources, but only receive opinions of dodgy goods in return. Is his lordship aware of this? Orange shell. Writing scribbled in the margins. My comrades, once you occupy the palace, engage the barriers post haste. You know which room to leave the release mechanism in. Return a key to the room to the specified cabinet.
Is that some kind of note the rebels left?
Hey, it mentions the release mechanism we're looking for. But
This isn't enough to go on.
Okay, another note. My comrades, in the event of an emergency, you are to disengage the barriers and go provide support. You know which room the release mechanism is in. Do not forget to retrieve the key from the office.
Look, another note from the rebels.
if we combine it with the note we found before, then there should be a key inside a cabinet in the office.
Great. Let's see if we can find it.
Cabinet for storing keys. We couldn't use this before, huh? Duplicate Lord's Quarters keys. Okay.
Even if Dahnans and Renans aren't on completely equal footing here, both sides still cared about each other. And now we have to fight some of those same Renans inside the palace.
Don't forget, we're here fighting to keep what makes this realm so special alive. Don't lose hope, Kisara.
Treasury.
Hey, what do you say we...
Oh, that's a lot of dudes. Elixir. Cocktail dress.
This'll make us even more formidable.
There are lots of treasures, assumably ordered and placed in the palace by the Pasmanensian lords. Now that get our dust out of sight, maybe the current lord isn't a fan of them. Open. Okay, that gets rid of the barrier.
Did that finally get rid of the wall?
To think they would hide it in Lord Dohalim's personal quarters. The nerve of these people.
They won't get away with it for much longer.
That's right. We have to hurry to the Lord's chamber. Let's go.
Unfamiliar instruments are set out on display. You can't touch them. An eclectic mix of books on high-level academic subjects, gourmet food, curios, and more. The selection provides insights into the character of the owner. The joys of music. Concerto pieces for quartets. String scores to tug at the heartstrings. Yeah, he had a music background.
Well, well, if it isn't the slaves and the traitor. I don't remember giving you permission to enter the palace.
So it's true. You really are the one behind all this, Kelzalik.
I don't remember giving you permission to speak either. Know your place, slave.
Now we see his true colors.
Yeah, a despicable excuse for a human being. Though really, I guess that makes him pretty ordinary, huh?
Kelzalik, you were Lord Dohalim's most trusted advisor. His closest ally. Why would you betray him?
Don't be a fool. I didn't serve him because I wanted to. I expect a mere slave would know, but there are many powerful contenders for the position of Lord. A contest of strength determines the one who will be Lord and undisputed ruler of a realm. There is no choice in the selection. If my master had any ambitions of becoming the sovereign, I would have gladly served him.
But he had no intention of fighting for the crown.
Indeed. Can you slaves even imagine how that looked to the rest of us? Enduring the whims of an ambitionless lord, all we could do was wait for the end as we suffered through our humiliation.
You want suffering? Try being Dahnan for a day.
So you plotted against Lord Dohalim in secret. And when my brother found out...
And I would do it all again if it meant returning Menancia to its rightful state! A realm where Dahnans are slaves and Renans their masters. It's the natural order.
Enough! Who are you to decide what is natural or rightful, traitor? Miguel, my brother. He dreamed of building a world free of suffering. He gave his life for that dream. And all you've managed to build is a lake of death! You killed my brother! And now you'll die for it!
It's fast!
My brother's dead because of you!
Why should I concern myself with the passing of one pathetic slave?
Have you no shame?
Here I go. You're mine. Careful! It has some kind of camouflage.
Water!
Here I go. Spin. Spread.
Aim for the weak point!
Yeah, that is an annoying boss. Its weak point sometimes just clips into the wall of the arena. Though it doesn't have that many attacks that can hit you from its butt, so that's a relief. That said, its tongue attack has a bigger hitbox than it looks. It can actually hit a bit to its side, somehow.
Listen carefully and keep your eyes peeled.
And my party members are pretty bad at dodging it. Or blocking it. Somehow I got a bunch of counter attacks off that. I don't know how. I guess its hitbox lasts for a really long time.
Burning. Rising
wyvern. Try harder. My turn.
Okay, everyone has poison resistance, so we are. So while we take damage from that poison attack, it's still not enough to kill us. Oh no! It always it can even teleport for some reason.
Here, let me help.
Even though we can partially see it when it turns invisible.
It's weakened.
It's over. This ends.
Okay, I managed to get Law to do something this time. I'm not sure. No, I don't think it even activated. What the hell?
Saving this one.
Did I miss it? Something go wrong with it? I'm not sure. And Shionne's almost dead. The button inputs just don't register for some reason. Sometimes when I'm trying to do another boost attack. I can't have. I think it's because if the nerve boost attack is in progress, you can't use a different one. And somehow it got frozen. That's a very rare occurrence. I don't know if it builds up resistance if it does get afflicted with a status effect.
Rising wyvern.
Arrow square. Hear me.
Rising falcon.
I'll
take you all on! Ha! Flares of Malisher!
Here I come! Rising Phoenix! Here I come! No escape! Rising Wyvern! It's on!
None shall escape.
Rising Wyvern!
Lord for the stockpile.
Rising Falcon! No escape!
Tiger Blade!
No escape!
Water! Here
Rising
I
Wyvern!
I do not have his Qs memorized. Sometimes it does a projectile attack, sometimes it'll do the poison field attack. I think if you get up high enough, you might be somewhat safe from the poison field. I'm not sure.
Rising Wyvern! No escape! Rising Wyvern!
An outstanding set.
A good thing you started distracting it for me, so it's easier for Alphen to just do his own combos.
Take it down.
I don't think that even hit. Shoot.
It's over! Start up!
Down! You're on!
Here I come! Rising Wyvern!
Spread. Glacial spear. Here's the evil. Freeze laser.
Try harder!
Oh, nice dodge.
Astral energy.
Say no more.
Okay, might have to sacrifice a few peach shells just to win this battle of attrition.
Rising Phoenix!
This one's mine! Here are reinforcements incoming!
And summon a bunch of bees. High level bees at that. And it goes over a limit at the same time.
Changing strategy!
This should do it!
Ow.
Here comes a big
Stop
one!
its charge!
Okay, I can actually stop the charge attack. Now we can fight with moderation again.
Freezing storm!
This one's mine.
You're mine!
These bees do not go down easy on hard mode, that's for sure. I also have to switch to shock charms because the boss switched its poison to paralyze instead. Actually, my sub here was bad. Increased aggro is bad for my caster. I wish it would sort by type by default. Because that's what we're really looking for, not grade.
Fury. Burning strike. Glacial spear. Here's the evil.
Strike! Rising Wyvern!
An astral art?
That's my cue.
Shut him down!
My call.
You're mine! It's over!
Bees just do whatever the hell they want.
This one's all mine!
Thunderblade.
Rising Falcon! Not a chance!
Healing circle.
Strike!
Piercing roar!
Lightning confront. None shall escape.
Oh no, it's charging again, so I have to switch everyone to do nothing.
Double Demon Fang!
I wish you could set behavior specifically for enemy over limit as well.
Far enough!
That way your allies can be a little bit smarter about dodging things
Changing path.
without you having to switch strategies like this all the time.
Roger that!
Take this!
Falling storm!
It's over!
This one's mine!
Rising Wyvern! Hurricane
Tornado!
Blast! Searing Gale!
This one's mine!
Did you even hit any of the bees?
This should
Do it! Going in!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Will this help?
Take this!
I landed up so high. Yeah, that's the annoying thing about Kisara's boost strike with Alphen.
Rising Wyvern!
Appreciate the help!
Darkness. Here I
Okay, now we can just focus on the boss.
Only getting
Appreciate the help.
Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
And it's over limiting again. Don't do anything.
nothing gets by me.
My turn!
Really wish Kisara's
On your toes, everyone.
VG would felt faster. That just barely filled up on time.
Take this!
Because the boss's interval for using its rush attack is a bit longer, so Kisara can actually do something.
Dance in the way of healing art.
Double
Feel.
Demon Fang!
I'll be saving this one.
Piercing roar.
Soda! Hurricane Thrust! Here I come! I'm not done!
That's it. First
Now, while it's reeling!
Dream.
Oops, that one came in too late. Didn't realize it was that close to being core broken. This time I got outlawed to do it
Bullseye.
because I wasn't in another boost strike animation during that.
Double Demon Fang!
Oh no, I don't think Kisara's gonna make it in time.
In here.
This should do it!
I'll be saving this one. Ray.
Ah. Teleports on me and then does that. It's really annoying.
Far enough.
There we go. Just had to wait for the boss to do one lap.
Rising Wyvern!
Now
Piercing roar.
Double Demon Fang!
Yeah, it's annoying when it requires you to use specific boost strikes because your character might not be able to do it repeatedly if the boss just spams the same move too much.
I said almost. Don't get carried away.
Double Demon Fang!
one more.
Piercing roar.
And it's casting again. Gonna stay far away and then move in. And it's already over limiting. Shit.
Charge!
Here's evil. Freeze Lancer.
Try harder! Not a chance! It's gonna attack!
Right. Watch out.
Try harder!
Leave the chargers to me. Far enough.
There we go.
Changing
Rising
star.
Wyvern!
Copy that.
Rising Phoenix! Ha! Burn in hell!
I never miss. Tiger
Here I come!
Ranger.
Rising Wyvern!
Will this help?
Arrow Squall.
Double Demon Fang!
Healing Circle.
They're on. We're
Rising
interrupted.
Wyvern! Hurricane Thrust! Rising Rising Wyvern!
Not on my watch.
Hurricane Thrust! Searing Gale!
Tiger blade.
Ha! Rising Wyvern!
Tornado.
Rising...
Again.
I can do this.
They're changing tack. Roger that.
Ice Tornado.
Ow. Okay, but I only got hit once, so I'm still fine. But use an orange shell just in case.
Roger that. Leave the enemy's mobilized.
Actually, that might have been unnecessary.
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone.
You filthy slaves are despicable!
Your dreams of attaining lordship are no more. Give up, Kelzalik.
Attaining lordship! Ridiculous! Only those who possess a master core can become a lord. What, did you think just anyone could do it?
But then, what were you trying to accomplish with this? Didn't you betray your lord?
Yes, that's true. However, there are other lords.
Other lords? So you mean...
At last, the truth is revealed.
Dohalim, where have you been this whole time?
Cleaning up. Kelzalik, you've made your last of these.
The fruit of Helgen?
They can't be. You found my production facility?
Correct. And I tore it down. But something still troubles me. it's clear that this is no ordinary fruit. Nor was the equipment used to grow it. You couldn't have done all this without outside assistance. Indeed, something like this must have come from another realm. Mahag Saar, perhaps?
You actually expect me to talk now? At this point, the contest for the crown will be over soon enough, and you will finally receive the punishment you deserve for your weakness.
I've already received my punishment. May this be my final act as the Lord of El Remenencia. Go to Mahag Saar, Ganath Haros, wherever you think you'll find a suitable lord.
Seriously? We should interrogate him more. Take him prisoner, use him as a hostage against the other lords.
Are you alright with this? He killed your brother after all.
He did. But then I thought, he's nothing more than one common, ordinary Renan. He's not worthy of my time or my anger, right?
So after everything, was the dream of coexisting just a dream?
What is that?
Those are the cheers of the brave Dahnans who overpowered Kelzalik's forces.
Wait, they challenged the Renans?
Indeed. A militia made up of Dahnan guardsmen, Renan supporters, and of course, the Gold Dust Cats.
Do we have you to thank for bringing them all together?
Regardless of what your original motivations were, your dream of coexistence saved countless lives. And now, those people out there are fighting to keep that dream alive. That's something real.
Be that as it may, they do so now by their own hands. These people no longer need any lord.
Where are you going?
To put an end to the crown contest. So long as its madness persists, peace will remain ever out of reach. I cannot allow it to continue.
Yeah, if you think about it in the context of the crown contest in Renan society, Kelzalik really is an ordinary person. What he does is, his behavior is encouraged by the crown contest, encouraging people to win at all costs, regardless of any humanitarian ideals. Yeah, even with a good leader like Dohalim, the system encourages bad faith behavior like what Kelzalik did. So we really can't allow the crown contest to exist if we want Dohalim's society to continue like this.
The crown contest impacts far more than just the Dahnans. You're choosing to fight Lenegis and the entire Empire.
I am well aware. However, if I wish to keep this dream from dying, then I have little choice in the matter. Besides, it's the least I can do.
So you're gonna go out there and make that dream real on your own?
You may be decided on your path, but that doesn't make it any less difficult.
Why not walk that road with us?
Pardon?
You heard me. We're fighting to liberate the Dahnans. You're fighting for the people of this realm. I'd say we're on the same path, really. It would only make sense for us to walk it together.
Dahnan dissidents, side by side with a Renan lord? Not the least intriguing invitation I've received. An invitation which would only be proper courtesy for me to accept.
I'll take that as a yes.
Hey, where'd Kisara go? I don't see her anywhere.
Maybe she just needed some time alone. A lot's happened.
That makes sense. She did just lose her brother after all.
We ought to keep moving as well. So long as there are lords who draw breath. We have a mission to complete. Kisara's a big girl. I'm sure she can handle herself. We should hurry on ahead to our next destination.
I guess you're right. And it is a lot safer here than it was. What do you think, Dohalim?
I am not sure I have the right to say anything as far as Kisara is concerned.
Fair enough. Well, I, for one, would like to say goodbye if we get a chance. Let's keep an eye out for her as we leave.
Befriended Dohalim. Kisara left the party. Master Core of Earth. Cheese fondue recipe. Dohalim's perk. If he evades an enemy attack, his senses will become heightened and his rod will gain momentum, greatly extending his range. His penetration will also rise, letting him interrupt enemies and land critical hits on them more often. So that's what the penetration stat does, huh?
What's Kisara going to do now?
I'm sure it's complicated for her.
Where did Kisara run off to?
You don't think she took off after Kelzalik, do you?
No. Nagal entrusted her with his dream. She wouldn't do something reckless like that. Right now, I think she just needs time to think. What she does from here on out is up to her. She has to be the one to decide.
Kisara's room is so funny. If you didn't know it belonged to her, you'd have no idea it was a woman's room. This most recent incident has finally opened my eyes to how much I look down upon the Dahnans. I feel so terrible. That's okay, I'm just glad you were able to be honest and admit it. What really matters is that we both do our part to protect and work toward the dream of true coexistence here in Menancia. When I think back on it, I always did feel like Kelzalik was pretty cold to us Dahnans. Guess when you're at that age, it's pretty natural to be prejudiced against us. It's not just the Renans who have that problem. There are plenty of Dahnans who haven't let go of their resentment either. You're right, it's up to all of us to make sure we don't let those issues spiral out of control. It's unfortunate what happened with Sir Kelzalik. He was never able to come around to Lord Dohalim's way of linking, sad it is to say. He had a lot of people working with him too. It's been really unfortunate. I had no idea about that whole Lake of Death sitting underground either. You think those guys knew about it? I can't believe some of our people were involved with that horrible lake. I don't know what to say. I'm at such a loss for words. It's okay. It's not like you threw him in there. Don't blame yourself. This doesn't erase everything that Lord Dohalim has done to make our lives better. So I can't believe Lord Dohalim is going away. What'll happen to Menancia once he's gone? We'll manage. It's all the more reason why we have to protect this place while he's away, so we can come back to a calm, peaceful realm. Exactly. As long as we all work together, LD Menancia will do just fine. Think relations between Dahnans and Renans will be able to carry on just like before? Well, the whole thing was rooted in masters and slaves. When you look at it like that, something might need to change. Yeah, might want to do something about those crystals on your hand. Yeah, we really want to make a coexistence a reality. We'll have to make Dahnans and Renans completely equal across the board, not just this... It's actually kind of similar to separate but equal, isn't it? Since they still technically have those crystals and are still being used to generate astral energy. Completely equal. Yeah, I don't think half measures will be enough anymore. Which is why Dohalim wants to go after the crown contest itself. And possibly all of Lenegus. You know the guy we used to talk to? Apparently he was one of those, the ones throwing Dahnans in that horrible lake of death. Damn, really? So he's working for Kelzalik? So much for Dahnans being a valuable resource, I guess. I think it might have meant something else. Maybe he was trying to test us, see where we stood. Maybe. As a Renan, I could never imagine turning against any lord, let alone Lord Dohalim. Or, excuse me, I know this is going to sound sudden, but what's your ideal man? Pardon me? I'm sorry, I'd really rather not answer that. Oh, I knew it. It's Lord Dohalim, isn't it? Why you all come here today? After everything awful that's happened, I didn't expect to see any of you. That's got nothing to do with you, miss. Yeah, you're a teacher. You'd never do anything bad. We want you to keep teaching us. You kids are too sweet, truly. Miss, please, teach me more. There's so much I still want to learn. Really? After everything that's happened, you still want me to teach you? Of course, I want to be a great teacher just like you one day. And that would be my pleasure, but things are only going to get harder from here. You think you can handle it? Yes, miss, I'm always ready to learn. Orange gel that I failed to pick up last time. Of course, I used up an orange gel in the boss battle, so that gave me an opportunity to pick that one up. The Renan soldier that used to be here. We believe that when Kelzalik ran off, he went with him? Apparently so did all the people who took part in the uprising. This is Autelina Palace. The Lord has decreed that the palace is open to all people. You're free to enter. Many of my brethren didn't feel at home here, so they left. I stayed though. This place is... how to put it? Yeah, not bad. Let's go with that. Dahnans cling to their grudge against Renans. Renans cling to their contempt for Dahnans. Years go by and people refuse to change. This might not necessarily be the end of it. In the end, I chose to stick with his lordship. What's going to happen to Manancia, though? No matter what happens, we must ensure that the trees remain tended. Now that I'm free, I'm at liberty to stop, but I chose to keep doing what I'm doing. I personally love the city. I love its abundant greenery. Currying favor with Lord Dohalim has its benefits too, of course. I hear Lord Dohalim will be traveling abroad for a while. It won't be the same without him, but I'll work hard to ensure he's not disappointed when he returns. I think we stick to our current position on the matter regardless of what may come. Yeah, I agree we should keep taking in immigrants. If Dahnans and Renans are trying to coexist, sowing divisions among Dahnans wouldn't be healthy. We guardsmen can work with the armored soldiers to protect the city. The welfare department can handle residential affairs. I hope you'll chip in when we're short-handed. It's nothing you can't handle if you just take off that armor off first. I'm sure armored soldiers can help too, if taking off armor off is the only qualification. How could they? How could they? He saved me! I wasn't sure what would happen to me when I protected her and got arrested for it. But she came out of it fine, and I'm alive. Everything's good. But by the way, why does I feel eyes on me? Am I just imagining things? Hey soldier, I don't care if you're a Renan. You can't cut in line. Look, this isn't about Renan privilege. I'm just carrying a bigger load than you. I think that shouldn't tell me to go ahead of you. The only reason you can carry so much is because you're wearing armor that amplifies your strength. Indeed I am, but the fact remains that I'm carrying a heavy load here. All I'm saying is... Okay, slow down, mister, and you, soldier, stay at your place in line. Coexistence and prosperity. Never forget our ideals. The sick person they found here was taken into the quarry. I didn't know them or anything, but I wanted to bring them some flowers.
After all that, Kisara never came back to see us.
I'm surprised she slipped away without us noticing. Where would she even go? I hope this place survives. You think the Dahnans and Renans have a chance of getting along? We didn't really do much to change things around here, did we?
This realm had its own walls to overcome. And in the end, it was the people themselves who decided to break them down, without any help from us. I hope they keep going. I really do.
Yeah, well, if you say so, I guess. Huh?
All right. I leave command of the Gold Dust Cats in your hands.
You've got nothing to worry about, Kisara. I'll do your brother proud.
Looks like it's time to go. Take good care of Zare for me. All right, Legil?
You've got it. Stay safe, Kisara.
Did you come to say goodbye?
Actually, I was wondering if you could use another companion.
Huh?
Well, we certainly don't mind you coming along. We just figured you'd stay behind and help rebuild. These people could use you.
I thought much the same thing. However, in the end, something changed my mind. Ever since Miguel died, I've been thinking a lot. About where I went wrong, what I should have done differently. You know, that sort of thing. It's true that our dream of coexistence saved many Dahnan lives, but we were naive and short-sighted. I was so wrapped up in my idea of how things should be that I didn't see the problems that existed right in front of us. I thought we had been given a utopia. And so I never bothered to look too far past its surface. I chose to be ignorant. And because of that, because of me, my brother...
Miguel's death wasn't your fault, Kisara.
Perhaps you're right. But in the end, it was me he entrusted this dream to. I learned that nothing in this life is free, or gained without sacrifice. Now that I know that, I'll just have to figure out what else I don't know.
So, decided to join us?
I have. And hopefully I can continue to protect Menancia from outside the dream world, for the sake of those still inside.
And here I thought you joined for an opportunity on my life.
In all honesty, I'm grateful to you. I truly am. I don't blame you for what happened. But I must also leave your service. No longer will I be defined by protecting a Renan lord. From now on, when I fight to protect my dream. All I ask is that you do your part, that you fight alongside me, not just for those who used to believe in your dream, but for those that still do. Dohalim.
I understand. I'm no longer a lord anyway.
Well, this crew just gets bigger and bigger. All right, where to, team?
We make for Mahag Saar, the Valley of the Four Winds.
Befriend Kisara again, okay? Nochi recipe. Leaf wrap fish recipe. Comrade in freedom. Yes, Specs AG.
I'm amazed how easily you can move such a giant shield around like it's nothing.
Really? It's not actually as heavy as it looks.
It's really reassuring to have someone like you protecting us, though.
You know, I guess I never realized it before, but looking back, I've always been the sort to put myself in harm's way to protect those around me, even before I joined the Menancia Guard. So in a way, using this shield to keep you all safe feels like it's what I was meant to do.
You don't need to worry about protecting me. I don't plan on relying on you.
That's okay. It doesn't matter if you do or not. I don't protect people because they ask me to. I do it because I want to, and because I think it's the right thing to do. That goes for you too, Dohalim.
Me?
Yes. You see, you and I both want the same thing. We have the same goal. That means it's in my best interest to continue to protect and keep you safe as well. Even now.
I'm not sure how much protecting I'll need either, but I appreciate the thought. I'm sure you'll do us proud, Kisara.
Right. You can all count on me.
What was Kelzalik even after in the end?
Isn't it obvious? Clearly he wanted the throne for himself, and was gonna have his goons execute Dohalim to get it.
He had to have known he couldn't hope to defeat a lord. He should have run while he had the chance, instead of holding himself up in the palace.
Maybe he thought he couldn't run? Either way, the outcome's the same.
So he got desperate and decided to go for broke?
One might argue that he was another victim of mine, in a sense.
Huh?
There is no greater calling in life to a Renan than the crown contest, yet I refused to take part. The shock he felt at that must have been truly immense, enough to drive him to revolt, even though doing so meant defying Renan hierarchy.
I know I've said this before, but Dahnans and Renans wouldn't coexist here if it wasn't for your stance.
But that was no lofty idealism on my part, nor do I feel any pride at what occurred.
Spare us the pity party. You literally just joined us to uphold those ideals.
Shionne?
No, she is absolutely correct. I shall speak no more of my misgivings.
You can get to the neighboring realm of Mahag Saar from here, but it's supposed to be a treacherous path that crosses a steep mountain. There's a pond before you get there. People used to sneak by the Renan soldiers that go fishing over there. I think the former guardsman Miguel was accused of an attempted assassination, but it turned out he, a Dahnan, was the loyal one. I'll have to work more diligently than ever to prove my loyalty to Lord Dohalim. That Dahnan Miguel was something else. Hup hup! Everyone's working hard, and so am I. The gate's been unlocked, so you're free to go through if you want. But frankly, I wouldn't if I were you. The area leading up to the border is crawling with Zeugles.
Okay!
Okay, I'm just gonna accept this one since I have all the party members anyway. I think we're almost at a level where we can handle this thing. We'll see what we can do.
Got it.
In that case, we'll handle it. I'm sure we'll find a way to get rid of it. You really think you have what it takes. I mean, you all are capable, don't get me wrong, but we've got this, don't worry. As a matter of fact, we've got someone here who can practically shoot down flying Zeugles with her eyes closed.
Just great.
I mean, Shionne, I don't think she's going to appreciate you volunteering her for this. Well, if you think you can handle it, that'd be great. You'll find it flying around Traslida Highway. Normally, it'll leave you alone, but if it sees a fight break out, that's when it swoops in to cause trouble. Meaning, the only way to attract its attention is we fight some of the other Zeugles first. You've got it. It's a pain in the ass to be sure, but a clever pain in the ass at that. Well, we're off to go hunt it. You better have that money ready by the time we get back.
All right!
Of course, I'm a man of my word. Happy hunting.
What are you gonna use the prize money for?
What else? Eating until my stomach bursts.
That sounds right up Shionne's alley.
Hey, ma'am, we're almost out of veggies. Goodness gracious, we're still getting customers. Go buy some more for me, please. Way ahead of you, ma'am. Already stocked up. You're good. Darn right I am. I know what I'm doing. Nobody deals with what I mentioned. Hey, ma'am, good timing. I just found what we were looking for. Really? How do you get so quickly? I took a shot in the dark and asked the Renan I know. They had it in the palace storehouse. You got it from the palace. Is that okay? My bike said it was cool. Got Lord Dohalim's permission for it, if you'll believe that. What a wonderful man he is. If only Grandpa were around to see this. If only Lord Dohalim would come back. But it's back to Dohalim for her. I'm standing right here. Let me guess, kill a Zeugle in here, right? Oh, you're Captain Kisara from the guard, right? Perfect. I've got a problem I could really use your help with.
You okay?
What is it? I'm at your service. Well, when I was working in the Razum quarry earlier, I came across this one tough nut of a rock that I couldn't quite crack. Yeah! A tough rock, you say? If you need some help smashing the thing, I'm your guy. If only the solution were so simple. Alas, by the time I got back to work the next day, it completely vanished. Imagine my surprise when I found it rolling around deeper in the quarry. It was practically a walking crag, and a feisty one at that. Ever since then, I've been too scared to get back to work knowing that thing is there. We'll see what we can do.
Okay.
Leave it to me, I'll see what I can do. This will be good. I can't wait to see how our specialist in defense is going to solve this one. Huh. It's going to be a golem boss of some sort, isn't it? Well, I'm not just going to ignore this man after he's told us, defensive specialist or not. Thanks a million, Captain. You'll find it deep inside Razum Quarry.
Here we go.
Roger, let's move out. I'll crush that Zeugle one way or another. I hope it's within my power level. No. No need to. The Razum Quarry is across this bridge. The lake of death is supposed to be inside. Part of me wants to leave flowers there, but I don't have the guts to face the masses of dead there yet. There's a gold dust cat stronghold in there. They've long since withdrawn, but some people keep using the place. They say it's full of memories for them. Hello, sirs and madams. I hope you'll avail yourself of our services again. There, I found it. Now I can finally go back. I'm glad you're better, soldier. But nothing's a match for this armor. You look pretty badly injured. You kept covering me. I don't know what got into me, frankly, but I'm glad I could keep you safe. If only the land could stay this way even after a crown contest is over. Never imagined I started thinking like this when I first came down from London, I guess. Welcome to the in-front shop. It's you guys. I think the town's even livelier than before thanks to you. Some people still haven't sorted their troubles out, but we have to move on. This is bad. What are we going to do about that Zeugle? Something bothering you, Legil? I heard you mention something about a Zeugle. Oh, sorry, you see. Actually, never mind. It's nothing. It sure doesn't sound like nothing to me. Did a dangerous Zeugle appear somewhere? If you need it gone, I'll handle it. I couldn't ask you to do it. You've got enough on your own plate as it is, I'm sure. Leave Menancy as affairs to us. I have to learn how to get by without Miguel to depend on these things anyway.
Right.
But I want to make sure this realm stays safe just as much as you do. So if you're having problems, just say something.
Excuse me!
I just told you we can handle it ourselves, or do you doubt our ability to look after ourselves? That's not what I...
Well...
It's okay, Legil, really. We fought our fair share of Zeugles, you know? Why don't you tell us what's going on at least? Okay then. A giant Zoogle has shown up by Traslida Highway and is making a big mess out of all the fields and buildings along there. It's like a wild hog, only it manages to break through any walls and fencing that gets in its way. When we say hog, you mean one of those boar Zoogles. I figure a stone wall will be enough to keep it at bay. That won't work with this fella. We're talking about something the size of a hut.
Really?
That big? Yes, that's why I've been struggling to come up with a way to stop it. We'll see what we can do.
Good.
If we're dealing with something that bad, you should let me go after it. I've got my shield here, after all.
What the?
Well, I don't know if that's such a...
Seriously?
I don't know if that's going to pose a threat to a Zoogle the size of a hut.
All right.
I'll make it work somehow. I'm determined to do what I can to protect my realm. You said Traslida Highway, right? We'll be back. So many giants showing up all of a sudden. Is this maybe Kelzalik? These were Kelzalik's other pets, and he unleashed them out of vengeance. They say he won't be coming back. That waiting for him is a waste of time. Wish I do. I just don't know. At the very least, we managed to avert the fall of amnesia. That doesn't mean every problem is solved. Hell, this would be the hard part. We've overcome one crisis. Let's all keep our chins up. It's so peaceful. Sure is. But the grown-up says it'll be our job to keep that peace going. Yeah, I heard. What does that mean? I think it means we gotta do something. But what? I don't know. Maybe that's what we're supposed to figure out. Even if I'm not a slave anymore, I don't see much different from how things have been. How am I supposed to take this? Do I stick to what I've been doing? I've started to seriously wonder that. There's no easy answers. Glad you made it back okay, big guy. Fit as a fill, see? I'm glad I get to see you looking so happy too. You're so great, big guy. I'm gonna be like you when I grow up. This is Viscint, capital of Autelina. Beautiful, isn't it? The uprising brought out a lot of issues that were smoldering under the surface. We chose to face those head on. I hope you'll watch over us. Where exactly is this Giganto located?
Okay, off we...
Oh wow, it's actually pretty close by. There's another one right there, okay. And there's a Lara right there.
Go.
Aren't Repigs cute? They are, can I pet one? Sure, give it lots of love. Don't go too gaga over Repigs and let the Zoogles attack. I learned that they don't come out this far, it's okay. But there is a big boar nearby, isn't there? You guys are awfully calm about that, huh? Oh, Lord Dohalim, what brings you here?
Hello.
Oh, nothing in particular. We're simply passing through. We're quite a distance from the capital, however. Are you in need of assistance? Well, yes, I've been having Zoogle troubles. Let me guess, another gigant. How curious. You shouldn't be seeing any more of them out here since the soldiers cleared them all out. The little ones have kept away, yes, but this big Zoogle showed up recently that's been causing me no end of trouble. It looks like a giant monkey, I guess you could say. It likes to blaze huge gusts of wind that wreak havoc on my crops. I'm gonna need anti-wind gear, got it. That sounds like quite a serious problem. I apologize for troubling you with this, my lord. I promise to fulfill the palace's order somehow, but we'll see what we can do. Fret not, I shall handle this situation myself. What? You do that for me, my lord? But of course, how can I possibly ignore a citizen standing before me who is quite clearly in dire need of my aid?
Kisara.
You said it was a large simian Zoogle that knows how to manipulate the wind, yes? Very well, let's be off, Kisara.
Right.
Right. Dohalim, Big Game Hunter. There's so many. Look at this. 3 giant Zoogles in one highway. That's actually kind of insane. New animals can be raised horse. Okay. Strange. But not all places will let you eat horse meat.
Oh?
Why, it seems like you're carrying a rare book there, young lady.
Yeah.
Oh, this? To be fair, books in general are pretty rare across Dahna. Even so, I can tell it's particularly unique and special. As a librarian here, I couldn't ask you to consider donating it to me, could I?
Yeah.
I don't think I could part of this one. I need this book to fight Zoogles and stuff.
Why?
Goodness, I had no idea there were any such books used for combat. All the more reason I simply must get my hands on it. Lord Doha, sweetie, you must convince her to part with it somehow, please.
What?
I must, to be honest, I would rather she hold on to it as well. But Aitigrina was appointed by you to serve as the palace's librarian so as to keep these precious books safe for future generations. You must do something. I simply can't do my job without having the books I need in my care. Please, Lord Doha. This is quite the conundrum. I'm not sure what to do.
Yeah. Got it.
Look, I'm not letting you letting this book out of my sight, but you can take a look at it while we're here if you like. If I find any new books while we're traveling, I'll bring them to you too. Does that work for you?
Great.
Absolutely. I really do wish I could have your book, but I'll gladly accept it as a compromise. In return, every time you have something to show me, I'll give you something special in return. Lord Doha, I do hope a generous budget is forthcoming. The arts must be preserved. Unfortunately, that isn't my call to make, seeing as I no longer serve as a lord here, but you make a compelling argument. Don't be shy about bringing me lots and lots of books now. I'll be here eagerly awaiting them. Not a Zoogle this time. I guess I have to make all of Rinwell's weapons?
I hate that woman.
She was a handful, wasn't she?
What's wrong with being passionate? Not to mention, she was kind of cute.
Of course that's why you like her.
Secret of the Stars, eh? That's an old beaten up book you have there. What is it, I wonder? I sense much warmth from it, but also an aura of sadness emanating from its pages. Tell me, where do you find such a book?
Well...
It's a prized heirloom that used to belong to a certain clan. You could say I inherited it. That's why I can't give it away. I understand now. You must forgive my keenness to obtain it. I'm sure you don't have it easy as a fellow book collector yourself. Nevertheless, I sense that your passion for them is quite genuine. Will you bring me any other books you happen to come across? I'd really love to see them.
Yeah.
Sure, no problem. Happy bottle. Oh, I got a title. Bibliophile. Anti-dragon damage. Hey, we're about to fight a dragon. Let's actually get that.
I don't think I'll ever quite warm up to her. But I can respect her passion for books. You've got a good sense for people, don't you, Dohalim?
You honor me with your kind words.
That can't be!
My word, for such a serene title as Nature's Beauty, this book is so ferocious, like a tornado, surely breathtaking.
No!
It's too powerful. I fear it's going to blow my clothes straight off.
Oh, wow!
Really?
Hey!
Hey, what are you getting so excited for? I am? All you boys are the same. Erg. Oh, don't get yourself down. You're too cute to be so angry. Wouldn't you agree, handsome? Yeah, lighten up, Renwell. Grr.
Oh?
While you're out searching for your next book, I suggest you read up on men and how their minds work. Rosemary. Okay.
Why?
Taming Water, a moving title if I ever heard one. It shakes me to the core, fills my heart with tears. Such drama, such dolor. I'm gonna be soaking wet before I finish. Whoa! I can't turn my eyes away. How did that get through? How did that get through the rating filter?
Watch it!
From what? I wasn't talking to you. Quit trying to butt in.
Hey!
Oh, I'll be taking that book back now. I'll bring you more if you're lucky, and I might have to watch that book. I haven't gotten to the end yet. Magic Emblem, raise elemental attack.
Oh?
Oh my, this tome truly lives up to the radiant light of its title. With every page, it glows more and more brightly. How joyous it must feel to have someone reading you. But I need you to calm down, okay? Otherwise, I can't see what's inside you.
Huh?
Is it just me or is she talking that book? Maybe she's having some sort of hallucination you only get from enjoying books so much.
No way.
Maybe she's addicted to reading. That explains... never trust a bookworm.
Hey!
Don't lump me in with that woman. Books are so wonderful for the ability to transport people to brand new worlds. What you see when reading them is nothing to be afraid of. Trust me, darlings. Red Rosemary. Wait, is that it? Did I show her everything I had? Okay, that's it for now. Hey guys, nice to see you. How are things in town? People are back to their normal routines, but I guess you could say they're considering the future more. With Lord Dohalim not present, the rest of us are putting together a new system of government. A new system? How exactly? Most of us are used to work being something given to us by others. We're not sure where to start on our own. It's embarrassing to admit. We're getting by with some help from the Gold Dust Cats, the Guardsmen, and the Renans. Anything else you'd like to ask? How are Renan relations going? The Renans who decried the Dahnans during the revolt have all left town. So I wouldn't say there's open conflict, but as far as cooperation and stuff goes, Differences of opinion have been thrown to stark relief, and there's not much in the way of progress. But both sides want to be closer, so I think it'll work out in the end. Anything else you'd like to ask? I'm good, thanks. Thanks for tuning in to this Let's Play of Tales of Arise. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and or hit the bell icon.